Procrastination. We've all been there. Starting at a task, feeling overwhelmed and thinking, I'll get to it later. But what if I told you that a simple 2-minute hack could change everything? It's called the 2-minute rule. And in today's video, I'll share how it helped me go from zero to focused and transform the way I work. Let's go. The 2-minute rule is incredibly simple. It has two parts. First, if a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Think about replying to an email, filling a document, or tidying up your desk. These tiny actions, if left undone, pile up and drain your mental energy. The second part of the rule: for tasks that seem daunting, commit to just 2 minutes. Start the task with the mindset that you'll stop after 2 minutes if it's unbearable. Spoiler alert, it usually isn't. This technique was popularized by David Allen in his book Getting Things Done, which emphasizes the power of quick decisions and small actions to clear mental clutter. So why does this work? The 2-minute rule taps into a psychological phenomenon called activation energy. In chemistry, activation energy is the minimum amount of energy required to start a reaction. In behavioral science, it's the mental hurdle we need to overcome to begin a task. By reducing that initial barrier, you're more likely to continue. This is also tied to habit formation. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, explains that habits are built by making them easy to start. 2 minutes, it's all you need to build momentum. Here's a quote from James Clear: standardize before you optimize. This quote means you should focus on building a consistent system or routine before worrying about perfecting it. Small, regular actions lay the foundation for bigger improvements later. Research in behavioral psychology backs this up. According to B.J. Fogg, a Stanford researcher and author of Tiny Habits, the best way to create lasting habits is by starting with something ridiculously small. Instead of saying, I'll do 50 push-ups a day, say, I'll do 1 push-up. The small act makes the habit stick, and soon you'll find yourself naturally doing more. Now, let me share how I've used the 2-minute rule. As a software engineer, my work involves solving complex problems. It's easy to feel stuck and procrastinate when a task seems too big. So I started breaking things down. For example, when faced with a major coding project, I told myself, just open the IDE and write 1 line of code. That's it. Most of the time, I'd find myself coding for 30 minutes before I even noticed. This approach aligns with the Zeigarnik effect, a psychological phenomenon where our brain keeps reminding us of unfinished tasks, pushing us to continue once we start. Another example, gym workouts. Instead of committing to an hour-long session, I'd say just put on your shoes and stretch for 2 minutes. To be honest, there were times that I even put on my shoes, went to the gym, but came back after 15 minutes. But most of the time, this 2-minute rule pushed me to continue my workout once I got started. This is the physics of productivity. Objects in motion stay in motion. The same rule applies to reading. If you want to read more books but never get around to it, tell yourself, I'll just read 1 page. 1 page turns into 2, then 10, and suddenly you're immersed in a chapter. Studies show that small commitments create a consistency loop. Once you start, you want to stay consistent. Ready to give it a try? Here's how to start. Identify small tasks. List out tasks that take less than 2 minutes. This could be as simple as watering a plant, sending a quick message, or organizing your desk. Next, break down bigger tasks. Find the 2-minute version of a larger goal. Writing a report? Start by creating a blank document. Next, set a timer. If you're committing to 2 minutes, use a timer to make it official. And last, pair it with an existing habit. As B.J. Fogg suggests, the best way to make a habit stick is to attach it to something you already do. If you brush your teeth every morning, commit to doing 2 minutes of stretching right after. The beauty of the 2-minute rule is its simplicity. It doesn't promise instant success, but it does guarantee a start. And often, starting is all we need to unlock our potential. Whether you're battling procrastination at work, at home, or in the gym, this rule can help. So why not give it a shot? Try the 2-minute rule and let me know in the comments how it works for you. And if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tips on productivity and personal growth. See you next time.